but it has to get off to a good start in the pistols, and especially throughout this entire defensive half. First point of contact from Reformed. Okay, that works out well. Flash peek as he comes on through. Not going to be avoided by the majority of Ghost, and the trade's decent for EG in the initial fight.
Yeah, EG doing a pretty good job here playing these forward positions through A-halls and just not letting Ghost really get set up and start rolling out their strategy. And that's really well done for Evil Geniuses, and I hope that's a trend work.
Yeah, really good stuff with Calm coming forward to delay by way of the recon bolt. John Cutie in the middle of the map may have been the opening, but it's not going to happen. And now it's just essentially spammed through the toxic screen. 3 for 1, the initial exchange. Apoth helping from afar. Reform still holding his life, which is great news for EG's defense. Brock would have to hit some incredible shots at low HP. And, well, he's going to get 0 pointed out, and there's really nowhere for him to go, especially considering the time. And I'll say this much here.
An all command from Reform is a bit of an option to help this along. Jawjamo looking to see if he can get a little bit of extra out of this, but eventually has to pull the trigger there onto Nismo. It's a great opening kill, actually staying alive somehow for quite a bit, but a Proto eventually able to clear them out and get back into equal footing, but it won't last for long.
Reformed will fall. Bustio still able to connect, though, to get the trade out of John. So down but not out yet is Reformed, and Khan looks like he actually wants to play for a little bit of the revive. Hunter's Fury to stop the defuse from coming out. Going to work out well to create a little bit of extra space throughout this Viper's Pit, which has been pretty difficult, honestly, from either side's perspective, trying to track down these players, but time will become the biggest opponent here for EG on the retake. Time. Jawjamo on the rotation back on in, but EG are hard-pressed to find much space, and how about Koala Noob? He stays alive in a pivotal 1v1 and turns his life into 3 total. Now it all falls onto the pop-off player of Jawjamo. Operator in hand, and it looks like he may just back off trying to save the weapon. Yeah, sure will.
Yeah, indeed, but not going to be allowed to. John right now at elbow, but no one's really giving him a look just yet, but that's about the change as they push forward, but they find the entry clean. Reform now feels the pressure, tries to drop the fragment to slow down the attack onto the B side, but it's to no avail. They find their way on anyway. He does get the kill onto Koala Noob. He's buying time for a rotation, but Ghosts still have control of this site.
These flashes can help create a little bit of space here for EG to get back on and try to set up at least some sort of a post-plant foil, but once again, not quite able to finish off the eliminations in front of them. Brock and John on 1 HP are able to survive. But as you get Calm on the way back in, maybe a chance to still stop this plant from coming through. Time becoming a bit of a problem. Reform able to clutch up on 1-1v1, steps away from Brock, and that will be good. Classic in hand. It's Reform for 3 in the back of the
assault here. All this east side to the split is fully underway. We are going to see that Hunter's Fury, though, come through as well.
Oh, man.
Trying to slow this attack down, but Koala Noob gets in such an dangerous position. But will it matter with this EG flank getting so much damage done?
That is so good from Evil Geniuses to clear out the space, and now it's really just on to Koala Noob to open up. Over back or on the back. Reformed looking to chase. Not quite able to track down Koala Noob. But has he maybe guessed correctly on this timing?
This is such a wild
angle. No! Oh, man.
And as now they're looking to hold off the speed push it again. Reform trying to slow things down with that fragment. Calm playing the close corner, able to get one. Reform trades off the back of it, and it's getting shut down pretty well.
Super well done from Reformed once more, but Proto is able to turn this still into a 1v2 situation. He popped the corner, will take him down and make sure that there are no clutch situations here.
I see them now pivoting this time, a little bit of a faster A play, but once again, some disruption from the snake bites and the recon bolt. Hunter's Free, though, trying to peel Apoth off the site, certainly going to find the tag, but Calm trying to put some chip damage in through the toxic screen, and Reformed able to get a frag there.
30 seconds but watch out for Koala Noob. Nobody's actually watching this double doors position. The recon bolt's going to find 2. Fragment on top of this. It's good isolation of the site for Ghost, and it works out clinically, leaving Jawjamo down to a 1v4. Maybe an opportunity, but shut down Nismo.
Side against FaZe on this map, and their last time that they played Breeze, so they're going to need to turn that thing around.
Oh, but EG, as we had mentioned, nearly 78% win rate on pistols. Looking good for it off the initial trades, but how about the response from Ghost? The utility in the mid-map. Nismo started to get back to life with a double from front side of cave, and now Jawjamo is stuck in the 1v2 with just 22 health remaining.
Yeah, he is in a very tough spot right now, and A-halls with 9 HP. He's been found out. He does not have spike possession. He's not even close to it. I mean, this is pretty much a sealed round. Will be one of the rare occasions EG do not convert the pistol. Unless Jawjamo goes nuclear.
If we've learned anything about Jawjamo this group stage, is that anything is possible with him. But
I mean, he is basically the number 2 behind Nismo in most categories.
Yeah. EG, though, Still, throughout eco rounds, the losing pistols have been good, and it's a really solid first blood through halls. Offensive toxic stream coming out, a lot of pressure onto Proto, who's only able to get one snake bite out. Jojmo makes life even more difficult. With Quality trying to rotate in, he'll be denied, and that's just perfect isolation of the site.
Doesn't really hit Jojmo up too much. He's still fairly healthy here. Still playing this corner, and he gets the shot onto Koala to make matters worse for Ghost. And now he can just fade back. His job is done. Nice push there from a Proto to equalize it. And now we got a 4-on-4 coming up.
Yeah, required kill and required reposition out of Ghost to make sure you can keep halls in your favor. EG now running on in towards site just with the toxic screen to disguise this hit in some form. Apoth looking for maybe a late hit over towards the hallway, but Brock is ready for it.
What a read.
He's actually going to take a play a little bit even further forward. It's all about can they find this pick. Fragment comes down on one side. Reformed is blind. He's actually going to take a ton of chip damage off of this. Has to give up his position, and the wall's not going to get up in time to save him. So really for Ghost, the retake's looking solid. The only thing that can really foil this has come from the side, only able to take down one. And as Proto gets it to halfway, Nismo will bodyguard for
letting Koala kind of play K-Solo with the operator. A lot of faith in the Proto to hold this door, and well, he's lived up to his responsibility with the double there. A little bit of a miss from his opping teammate, Koala, but he stays alive with 5 HP. Starting to back off out of the decay and continues to hold ground right now, buying time for his teammates to start rotating as he plays between the pyramids. Nice flash, though, from Reformed. We'll get that clear, get them the sight, and equalize it back to a 3-on-3 as the spike goes down.
Shock Dart on the way. Null Command gonna get spent, but John will still shut it down immediately. So 3v2 situation. And Com, who's already spent the Hunter's Fury, only has Shock Darts and maybe Snake Bites to delay the potential defuse. And Com's gonna go for the backhand side. He's gonna find one for free. 1v1. It's a massive one to the backside of the site. Not gonna work out. So now it's just down to Apoth. No more Snake Bites to play by. It's both players taking team shots, but it's Apoth with the opener and the second! A huge Red Bull clutch for Evil Genius!
Aims A-Halls, has Busio for support as well. Really putting a lot of attention here on the site. Now they get the entry there. Again, Busio with the entry, with the Tour de Force. I know, the aerobatics to dodge. All of that Hunter's Fury, but now Nismo pops off and that's spiked down.
Yeah, that's actually great news from Ghost. Keeping the containment of A-Halls, even though the bootstraps of Jojmo were able to just barely get out of the world of hurt from the Hunter's Fury. But EG are a bit trapped inside A-Halls at the moment. Jojmo, good piece of timing, opens up some space around the back. But the question still remains. Can you isolate Nismo from the front? Apoth will give it a go. It is able to successfully take down a kill. Now turning the numbers from a 4v3 to a 3v2 the opposite way.
I mean, that was the thing. So much attention was at A-Halls, but Nismo held his ground at Caves and got spiked down. Such a big moment for him, but now they've cleared that with Apoth. Jojmo's out onto the site. They have the 3-on-2. Jojmo gets himself another trade, able to dash to the pyramids.
Just no regard for his own life whatsoever. Nismo will drop after the Null Command was spent. Proto in trouble, but sustains. Can he do any more, though? That's the real question. Snakebite over the top of the double-sided box. That will vulnerable up at least a couple of players. And Quality on the long flank may be able to entrap this, especially with Nismo being brought back to life thanks to Jeff. This 1v1 goes the way of Jojmo. Do you force it? Do you force it? Oh, they force it.
Oh, he gets away. He gets away. He dodges the Shock Dart with the backwards tailwind. Hunter's Fury, though, will find him out from Com, so finally taken care of. EG get it back into a 4-on-4, but certainly labored. They have A-Hall's control. They're looking to split this site, and they catch Brock in transition. Such a quick peek there from Apoth, and now it's all in a Proto stuck on the site. He's been detected. He's flashed, and he's seeing a snake bite, probably not even realizing it just yet. Finally gets a frag. He's been whittled down so low.
How appropriate it would be the #1 statistical player in North America that would now have to 1v3 to extend. Ghost Gaming's map pick. Spike planted. No more ultimates to work through. It's just Nismo versus the world. Tons of utility in his pockets. Maybe a chance to isolate, but no! Come! Takes the 1v1. Take this. I mean, you're only saving grace is that Proto is still kind of in the mix, so to speak, but he's blocked off by a barrier orb. Oh, and he's able to actually catch up Boostio before he can rendezvous away. But the problem about this is, even if Ghosts start to find eliminations, you still have to work through a funnel, essentially, on the backside of this barrier orb. The flank is in. Ghost a bit trapped. A barrier over their own will create a little bit of extra space, but Jojmo's quick to be over the top of this play, or is he? Nismo with an elimination will allow the defense to move forward, but the problem the whole time was how do you get here in due time? just overwhelm in and around the spike plants. This time Ghost. Really good setup from Nismo early to deny early plays, but again, the quick aggression out of EG just right through tube. No one is able to find a trade. No one's even in a position for it. And a key position around Kitchen now goes the way of EG's offense, forcing John to have to put together a defense single-handedly.
This is unreal. Boostio on the hat trick right now. Just brought, dude, they literally ran through everything and just didn't give a flying you-know-what about any of it. I mean, really, they ran through a fragment, they ran through some other detection utility. I mean, they're just bulldozing through. And then they eventually get the trade due to the 2-push around the back of it. Brock trying to make a miracle happen here. Does get it into a 1v1, so maybe, just maybe, there is a little bit of hope, but that Spike's in such a dangerous position. He has no idea where this last member is.
And Com can see this in certain regards just by spamming, absolutely nothing, so to speak. Turtle, though, still has actually stayed through this. Maybe a chance, but Joshua still reads it for the second kill. 5v3. Koala can find nothing with the opening op shot, and that's going to lead to an EG plant.
Spike planted.
It's just the speed at which EG are hitting right now is just so chaotic and so successful. Finally, Jawjimo was silenced, though, by Nismo on this rotation, but Reformed, who was such an anchor on the previous map, living up to it here yet again on the site. The post plant finds himself a second on the Koala. Now it's just up to Nismo. While he will find Reform, that Spike has not been touched. And Calm is still lurking around. They have no idea where exactly.
Not going to use them, though. Wants to keep his position concealed. Nismo expecting the peek, but he actually looks away at the exact wrong moment. Just, honestly speaking, you want to use the word perfection.
Yeah, it has been great, but Nismo laying over here towards long, able to catch one there. That's actually spiked down at the back of A, so hold the phone a second. EG find themselves on the back foot right now, and I don't know how they get the spike back, to be honest. Not with Quad Noob has this position.
It's got to be Apoth.
Does catch
Apoth has to open up space mid-map. He's going to be able to get one. Nothing more on top of that, but Reformed wins a 1v1 over towards A, so now these defenders on the flank are going to feel a little isolated. So Brock will come forward to make sure mid stays clear. Reformed going to stick for some sort of a res, but it's not going to work out for too much. And it looks like Ghost will finally get on the board. Reformed just playing with him a little bit. While Qual Noob from the top side of yellow just misses a bit of timing, but still converts. Huge first blood as Jawjimo falls.
Indeed, they still have another player at yellow. That's Nismo, so they still have control over long B. He flashes out looking for more, does detect that there are still players there. Now kind of playing a bit of a crossfire as he catches the under 2 push from Boostio, and there's Nismo that you expect to see. The great decision maker, the crafty player that he is, starting to come alive now. Brock able to catch with John QD, trying to come through middle. Good entry from Calm, though, but Nismo continues to hold the ground at long.
You can just see the Chaos Ray pop. Look left, look right, look left, look right. The rest of his teammates in the front, able to get a spike down, and Apoth very well, able to at least take down one more off the flank. The problem about this is a scattered buy for EG. And now into a 2v3 with just a Sheriff and a Stinger. How do you defend this spike? And Reformed will give us at least some sort of an offer. This is going to play a corner. The timing of this peak may work out, not quite the case. Shock darts on the way through. That'll chip away some of the damage, but it has to be good, glorious pistol shots, and it will not happen for
rotation can get there, or at least it appears that way in this 4-on-4, and indeed there's the plant. Water Stream might look to disrupt.
And Qualinoob is actually in a pretty good position to try to convert off of this, making sure there's no exits back towards yellow, so this is good information for Ghost. Not just because you've got the numbers at a 4v3, but you should know that no one's on the backside of yellow. So when it comes to breaking down this post plant, your intel on where it's set up should be solid. The question now is, can you convert off that information? EG playing very reserved on the backside of this, likely using
relying on a
Hunter's Fury. First shots come through. Performed now from the front. Has to find something. Nothing will happen, and Calm is just way out of the play. Hunter's Fury good for some damage, but no problem for Nismo. Beat the timing of some of this utility to keep possession of yellow. Everyone's so worried about Reformed, they forget about what possibly could be in the backside of yellow. Oh, it's so good from EG. 3-for-1 goes the exchange. John trying to get out and will be able to extend his life, but another flawless opening to this pistol from EG.
Yeah, that's a way to kick yourself back into gear after coughing up a 6-0 lead, is to just come back to, you know, your bread and butter pistol rounds and find it. As this trademark will detect Ghost trying to come back through to Kitchen. They have 2 to a site, so they have basically their tabs on everything. You know, they're not going to have anything pulled out from underneath them. Just got to hold their ground, as it looks like there is going to be a mid push, but Calm holding the angle, waiting for it. Doesn't overcommit.
All you need. It's all you need. Information. Keep him at bay. Don't drop another 2v4 if you're Evil Geniuses. Boost over the top. Not going to quite work out. John was hoping to have a teammate with him, but Proto slips off the edge, and Comp will finish him in this place. No problem. Trademarks will be able to help kind of watch over these sites, but that said, Dust, EG are taking a step forward. It's going to work out great.
And he gets the Vandal. And he gets away with really no stress put on him. Again, there's a 3-man defense from EG already on B site, ready to go, while mid still continues to be patrolled by Jawjimo. Good entry, though, from Koala Noob. Will start kind of taking some of that away. Calm kind of gets caught with his pants down a little bit there, trying to throw off a recon bolt. Now it's all on Ghost to take control of site and start getting the spike down. Jawjimo trying to spot something around this toxic screen. Actually does find out Brock.
The spike gets planted. So can this post plant for Ghost survive? Largely off of, we have to imagine, Koala Noob hitting a shot, and he's going to get his knees taken off by Boostio. Proto now through the middle of the map. Defensive ball comes down, but Nismo challenges it early. That'll stop this retake, at least initially, but not well enough, as the trades are very quick to come through, and it's EG. Finally by Nismo, and the defense is here. They're ready for this 100%, but it's going to be even exchange. Nismo down. Can you keep him down? That's the real question. Do you challenge this? And Comp says, sure, why not? He gets 2. Nismo brought back to life, but the damage has been dealt.
And there was an even bigger gap this time on the toxic screen on the top-hand side, and Comp absolutely exposes it, denying the res. Actually, Nismo does get brought up, but still at such a heavy cost. There's still a man down. They're worried about getting pushed through kitchen now as well, because they do not have info there any longer. And this is getting very dangerous, and now Comp finds out Koala.
Oh, man. What a key difference maker Com has been in so many of these clutch-up moments. Oh, this slow arm is going to cause so many problems as Com immediately follows up with the Hunter's Fury, and that's a great first blood. Brock trying to respond, but this is blind, and it's missing.
It is. Koala, though, catches Reform, still trying to peek, and so while this has been stalled for some time, over at Long B, eventually Ghost are able to break through. Koala, though, on such low health, and John Kitty's not allowed to heal him, so that is going to make him a vulnerable target for later. In the meantime, Jawjimo pushes down through middle, finds that very vulnerable target I was referring to, getting main advantage back for EG, and they have them pinched now at Long.
Flash comes out. Com peeks through it, and why not? Oh my goodness, Evil Genius! Look at extended. Oh, Koala Noob gives away his position by way of the long barrel of the Tour de Force. It doesn't make too much of a difference. He's actually able to find a kill over the Com. Oh, how about this aggressive play out of Koala Noob? It's not going to work out, though. Last hope is the Proto. He gets caught at the top, but he still finds the opening double to this. It'd be a 1v4.
Oh,
and he should know that Boostio is lingering on the rafters. The question will be, where is Apoth?
He has no idea. Viper Spit, though, will help him along. Uses it as a fake to catch Apoth out. And now he has a 1v1. Spike is inside the pit. He can play around it. Boostio is looking the right way, but can't win the fight anyhow. And what a play from a Proto.
Boostio saw a pixel of Nismo. Ends up turning it into a headshot wallbang. He's not done. He's not done. A second comes through, and he's still going to hold his ground. He's got good help, and why not? If he's hitting shots like this, oh, and the easy one is the one that he missed.
Yeah, that's a tough one. He hit some impressive ones, only to miss that one a little bit anticlimactic, I guess you could say, but he's still done well to wedge something into the side of Ghost, and now Com will build off of that. It's a 3-on-2 Spike, still yet to go down this B side.
Reformed is close. Com playing deep. Information onto Com as he does get a little bit of a peek over to the backside, but Reformed looking to play for an exit off of the plant. John, the opposite side will connect. Now it's just down to John. Any heroics out of you? Good read on where Com is positioned. Takes the 1v1, but it's Jawjimo from the side. And it's Evil Geniuses into a matchup that so many people thought Ghost was going to have arguably maybe no problem with how tactfully